clean message. Hard beats.
It's a brand new day, which brings brand new grace as I say good morning to you.
Spirit-filled hip-hop. ZoDa Radio, your underground connection for all things hip-hop. Airing every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on His Hop Radio.
Hey, it's your boy here, Hurricane Maine, host of the all-new Hurricane Maine show on His Hop Radio. And look here, people, with all of the separation going on in our country now, the political groups fighting back and forth, all the hate groups out there spreading negativity, we need motivating toward the Word of God now more than ever. And that's what I'm doing here on His Hop Radio. I'm inspiring, motivating, and informing on the Hurricane Maine show. And we have some fun along the way. So
breaking the devil's neck. This is His Hop Radio.
Tune in to Hope Jam's radio show every Friday, 9 a.m. PST on His Hop Radio for all your best international hip-hop. We have live interviews, freestyles, and lots of great new music. So that's Hope Jam's radio show every Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific Central Time on His Hop Radio.
What up, family? It's me, your girl, Nina Cross. I came by to invite you guys to tune in to Rep the King Radio on His Hop Radio. Yo, this going down Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You want to make sure that you're there as we play some of the hottest indie artist music that's on the planet, from Christian hip-hop to gospel rap. Make sure you keep it locked and tune in with us, and then in all that you do, Rep the King.
What's good, everybody? It's your man Knowledge here, host of Word and Knowledge Radio Show. Make sure y'all tune in every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time, right here on His Hop Radio.
We love God and we love hip-hop. We just love God a whole lot more. That's right. Jesus Peace Radio bumping that Christian hip-hop and soul music flavor every Monday at 2 p.m. Make sure to download that His Hop Radio app free for iOS and Android devices online at hishopnation.com.
Jesus in your airways. Hey y'all, this is Mother Maybelline Johnson.
Go ahead, Pastor.
This is Pastor Theodore Pease. This is Jose of the world's famous Power Gems, The Wake Up Show.
Good job, Jose. My name is Reggie Rogers. Be sure to check out Power Jams, The Wake Up Show, each and every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock a.m. right here on hishopnation.com.
Hey, it's your boy here, Hurricane Maine, host of the all-new Hurricane Maine show on His Hop Radio. And look here, people, with all of the separation going on in our country now, the political groups fighting back and forth, all the hate groups out there spreading negativity, we need motivating toward the Word of God now more than ever. And that's what I'm doing here on His Hop Radio. I'm inspiring, motivating, and informing on the Hurricane Maine show. And we have some fun along the way. So,
all right, y'all. This is His Hop Radio. You know what time it is. Let's go ahead and do this.
You're tuned in to Above All Our Show, giving the scoop and the latest on how the story goes. Broadcasting from Vegas in case you didn't know. Worldwide Great Commission, that's the gospel. Discussing topics and standards, righteous living. Bumping them bangers and interviewing different Christians. Who's hot, who's not, doesn't really matter. It's His Hop, non-stop, focus on the ladder. Stay tuned to the dial and turn that volume up. It's Faith Radio, Jesus is what we lifting up. So in your ears, we gon' be here for a minute. It's my bro, D-Ro, he bout to go with it.
Hey, what's up? What's going on, y'all? This is your boy, and I'm blessed to be in the spot today. Today was a very active day. I want to say happy birthday to my mini-me. My son Travis turns 8 today, so we were out celebrating with him at Chuck E. Cheese. What's up, son? A big shout out to you. I love you. Many more. You know what I'm talking about? birthdays coming up. But today we got a great show for you. This is my Saturday edition of The Road to Damascus on the His Hop Radio Show. I'm coming at you from the headquarters. This is Club His Hop Las Vegas. We are located 3945 East Patrick Lane. Once again, that address is 3945 East Patrick Lane. We want you to come out because we have events every month. We have an actual Bible study and a worship service right before that Bible study. We have a lot of things coming up, man. We've got some artists. We just started the summer, and we've got some pretty big names that are coming out to the club. So I want you to stay locked in. Go down to our website, hishopnation.com. Do some pointing and clicking, checking us out over there so you can stay up with everything we got going with the ministry. And also, we want you to download our app. We have an app. It is His Hop Radio in your app store, and we are available on all devices. We want you to take us with you on the road, and our promise is to keep you in the mind of Christ, to keep you pushing it, you know what I'm saying? So, with all that, we have on deck my boy ZoDa Prince. ZoDa Prince, he's coming at us. And we got some music. We have a music video we're gonna share with you guys a little later. So, without any other delay, let's go ahead and get our brother online. ZoDa, or should I say Da Prince, y'all.
What's good? What's good?
Hey, what's good? What's good? How you doing, man?
What's up? Man, I'm blessed, man. I can't complain.
All right, man. I want to welcome you to the His Hop Radio Show.
Hey.
Praise God, man. Praise God, man.
Bless.
All right, man. Well, this is our extended edition on our Saturday show. So we're glad to have you with us, brother. And
Amen.
If you can, real quick, man, share with us the city that you're at, the city you're from, and what is the Christian hip hop scene like where you're at right now?
Well, definitely shouts out to the East Coast, calling out of Virginia, VA. I'm actually out in Tappahannock area. Shouts out to Chris Brown. But what else? The music is pretty cool out here. Definitely with my dude. Matter of fact, big shouts out to Goatee Records, Toby Mac and the fam. We're shining we're signing my boy Aaron Cole. Aaron Cole, he's out from Virginia. I don't know if y'all heard about him. I know y'all had to have heard about him by now.
Yeah, we heard of him.
Yeah. Yeah, him and matter of fact, him and my boy Seagulls, man. If y'all ever check out, I know y'all got Seagulls too. I saw him up on the track listening. So I mean, if you check out Social Security too, his mixtape from probably about 2-3 years ago, maybe me, him, and Aaron was all on the track, man. So that's definitely big love with that. I forget the name of the track. I wrote the hook, and I think he blessed it by singing on the joint. And then I think Corey went away with it and go ahead and wrote the verses, but I was just blessed to be able to go ahead and pin it. And I think matter of fact, me and Aaron was on the hook after I pinned it. But other than Aaron, man, we got Jared Sanders. Big shouts out to Jared Sanders. If y'all follow CHH, I know y'all got to if y'all follow His Hop. Jared Sanders and God Over Money Gang with Bizzle. Man, that's what VA's looking like, man. That's what VA's looking like right now. I mean, we coming through. Then you got me, your boy ZoDa Prince.
All right, man. Well, that's a great shout out. And, man, that's a powerful movement, bro. I really think CHH is on the rise, man. What do you think?
Oh, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt.
Amen. I think God wants to use it. And I believe that this genre is actually going to usher in revival in the last days. I really believe that we're living in the last days, and I know that we have a powerful art form, giving it to God, man. It's unstoppable, and I think that's one of the reasons why the enemy fights against it so much. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he's scared. He's definitely worried.
Yeah, because look at how he used it to corrupt a lot of hearts and minds, man. There's people, they lost their lives behind this genre, man, by what they heard and what this music influenced them to do. I know a lot of people say it's just music, but they don't understand that there's power behind those lyrics, those words, you know?
Oh yeah, big time, big time.
Amen, brother. Okay, man, well, let's get into your story. Let's get into some of your music. Share with us your musical background, and at what point did you decide to produce music for Jesus, man, the King of Kings?
Y'all feel it?
Let me see. I'll take it step by step with it. I started, man, I've been in the game. I've been doing music, man, for a matter of fact, a while, man. For right now, actually keeping track, it's been 9 years. Believe it or not, it's been 9 years. But I believe with that, man, I've learned so much, you know, and I mean, you know, I've made the mistakes. I've grown from them. You know, I've done all kind of things basically with readiness and getting ready for the mission and what God's called me for, without a doubt. But like I said, music is something that was just always basically in me. My father was a bassist. He played in bands when he was younger. Then when he got into the church, he started playing bass. Matter of fact, before he even started or entered any offices in the ministry, he played bass. My mother was in the choir. She was on the praise team. So I mean, it was a little bit there. My mother's side, she got a strong backing as far as where my family comes from on her side, from New York, Brooklyn area, to be exact. She told me stories, and then when I've gone and visited, you know, and seen my poppy and seen my people out in New York, they've told me, my uncles and things like that, they told me, you know, days and times when they used to sing on the stoops, and things like that I never knew. And then of course, you know, they would break out into a little quartet, start singing right there on the spot. So, I mean, that's something that's always been in the family for sure. But I guess it's never just been on, this kind of light. So I'm blessed with that. But like I said, 9 years I'm doing it. But I definitely believe it's a way to do it. I understand from, like, as I said before, with the growth, you know what I'm saying? With being in it for so long, you know, some people are like, man, you ain't break yet, you ain't hit yet. And it's because I wasn't, you know, extricating the right tools. It was one factor. It was one big factor. And matter of fact, I want to shout this out. And, you know, to all the upcoming artists and all the artists on the rise and things like that, that's, you know, wondering or that's, you know, that's going through that place that I was years ago, to where it's like, I mean, you get tired of, I mean, I had DJs telling me, you know, man, you ain't out, you ain't popping, what's going on? And I'm like, man, I'm doing everything. I'm flooding everybody's timelines. I'm releasing music. I'm doing this and all of this. You know, I got Christ in my life. My walk is good. But, you know, one thing I wasn't doing, and I think my man TD Jake said it best, man. You have to invest in your ministry. You have to throw the money in. I'm telling you, it's not all about the money. Don't get a misconception from this. But it's a lie if people tell you that you're just going to pop because you got a hot song out. It's a lie if people tell you that you're going to pop just because you know a few people. You have to put in what you expect to get out. And for 9 years, bro, I didn't do that. I went on the wing and a prayer. I was watching VH1. I'm watching BET. I'm watching Michael Jackson's story. I'm watching everybody story to fame. And I'm like, okay, so that's how it's going to happen. I'm just going to hit. No. The world, I'm telling y'all, all artists, all local artists, all young artists, new artists, artists on the rise, it is a big blindfold over your eyes if you're thinking that these people on these TV stations and radios that just, you know, that's where they are, you know, the Justin Biebers and the YouTube sensations, even those people, man, they had to put up video after video after video. They had to do all these things behind the scenes. So don't get a misconception thinking that you're just supposed to make music and sit back. No, you got to put in the footwork, and you have to put in. You have to put in the bread to get there. And like I said, no, it's not all about that, but you have to put in what you expect to get out. So that's just a little nugget for that. But like I said, 9 years, yeah, that's the whole misconception. And now I can see from me taking that tool and stepping forth with that tool, like I said, with putting in and investing in, my ministry, I see the doors opening. I see the change, you know what I'm saying? And that's the blessing of it. But I mean, I used to do, man, really like you said, going to the testimony some. And I mean, anything that you want to hear that's juicy or anything you may pop in, you can jump in. But what kind of led me to, CHH, Christian hip hop, was I got in some trouble in 2008. I caught a charge, a felony charge for attempted robbery with a couple of other young-minded individuals. And basically the whole gist of that was, I was trying to fit in. Like I said, all my life I've been in the church. I was born in the church. At 1 year old, I was in the church. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my parents, they grew up in the church. I mean, not grew up in the church, but, they were in the church from the beginning of my life as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, if you look at my parents, where they are right now, my father is a bishop right now. My father's a bishop, and my mother's a co-pastor and a prophetess. But like I said, my father started off as a bass player. My mother started off as just a, I don't want to say just, not like that, but, a voice in the choir. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about, what God has for you and staying focused on that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, coming from that background, being in high school, it's not so cool being a church kid or the preacher kid. You know what I'm saying? So, it was all good on Sundays. Man, I was mad popular at church. You know what I'm saying? That was all great, because that's where I was accepted. But when I had to go out into the field, I was fighting against another situation, another principality. But that took me off course as I got older. And when I had about, like I said, once I got out of high school and, left my parents' reach and their way of living and their rules and their regulations, I had to test the waters because I was basically secluded from a world that I never knew of and only heard of. So I got mad interested and, I wanted to go out and see. And then I was tired of everybody, once I got older, football games after football games, people wouldn't invite me to go out. And they wouldn't, connect with me on that level because they're like, yo, you a preacher kid, you don't do nothing like this. And I'm like, yo, I can just go chill though. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, they just won't have it. So I was like, man, just forget it. I felt alone even in the area where I shouldn't have felt. And like I said, that still had to deal with my relationship status with Christ because I didn't have one. I was just following the religious course at that time. But like I said, man, got caught up, so I got a taste of the life out here. I went out to the projects, lived with some family, and just learned how to move drugs. I mean, like I said, though, I got a glimpse of that. I always had this glimpse of of that life since I was young. I would go out every chance I could get to go out with my cousins, or when the summer came around, I try to do something like that and go out and do the same thing.
All right, man. Well, you touched on a couple of things, and I'm going to get with you on that. But we're going to do some music real quick, and then we're going to continue the discussion. So right now, the first song I have is American Gangsters. So tell us about this track real quick.
Man, let me definitely tell y'all about that before that go way out. This joint called, like I said, it's a lot about my life. It would take a whole lot more, and I'm sorry if I may be jumping off topic or whatever, but when it gets to the testimony, I got a span, bro. Like, jail is one thing, but then I also moved out. I was in Akron, Ohio, and this is where this track comes from, American Gangsters. When I was out in Akron, Ohio, I moved out there. I was living with a D-boy, you know what I'm saying? We was moving work all of the time. I was catching swerves with him, and I'm basically just talking about with this. to where basically, you know, even people that's out there in the street still moving, yo, God still loves you. All the D-boys and the trappers out there, God still loves you. Ain't nothing that you did that God can't take you back for it. Ain't nothing that you done that God won't accept you for it and that he can't make you brand new with. So I made American Gangster saying, basically giving my testimony of the streets and saying that there's always still hope because God got love for them and I got love for them too.
All right, let's get it. This is our brother ZoDa right here live on His Hot Radio with American Gangster.
Purchase your tracks today.
I'm like, I just caught the fire. I'm like, I gotta get right here. I don't know if I'll be right back. I ain't booked my flight yet. I'm looking for the bounce back. Yeah, I'm looking for that amount that you ain't counting yet. Unless you own a Paramount shit. When I never trip on my side, them hitters coming right back. Catch them hollows in your life vest. All my hitters, they do. All my hitters, they do not stop. The Greyhound jump. Trying to move the pack for the blood start lunch. Jump. Trying to move the pack for the blood start lunch. I be in and out of town, Jumping in and out of town, I be in and out of town. That's my P.O. on the now, Ask me if I'm still around, But I'm in and out of bounds, I'm in and out of town. Hit me up, Mr. Eddie, where you been? Trapping in the act, I had to get it in. Moving through the pack like I'm NC State. Had to do the speed limit, I was moving away. I was in the rental with my homie catching plays. Trying to do the speed limit, dipping on the chase. Had to crack rock top off in my Griffin. Had to move the back. I had keepers, I had junkies, but I'm not the one stop. Got the crazy jump. Had to move the back for the plug start. I be in and out of town, Jumping in and out of town, I be in and out of bounds. That's my P.O. on the now, Ask me if I'm still around, But I'm in and out of bounds, I'm in and out of green. Got a junkie at the door, I can hear him banging, I was sleeping on the floor. Just wanna fix, he don't care if it's convenient. He just let her high, he in love with the feeling. Every day the tables never reverse. Been in plenty situations, could've ended the worst. I got plenty of enemies, hope I slip in the hearse. I thank God for the blessings while avoiding the curse. I hear my bloodline ties and with healers and killers. Everybody watching me to just see what I deliver. When I'm cooking with the lights on, I'm flipping the kitchen. Last person on the bandwagon doing the dishes. Got no time for your handouts or splitting commission. If you won't hear from the jumper from the very beginning, you will know that I ain't glorifying sin of the sinner. I'm just breathing new life with some American gangsters.
Second stop on the Greyhound jump. Had to move back for the blood start lunch. Had to put stop at the Greyhound jump. Had to move back.
Man, outside, brother.
Hey, God be the glory, man. God be the glory.
American Gangster, man. What kind of sound was that? Like on your hook, you know what I mean? I could tell it was like a different little flavor to that. I don't know if I'm explaining.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. You know what? Let's get to your conversation earlier because I can't really explain it right, man. But I was really digging that, brother.
Oh, word, man. I just call that auto-tune and a lot of prayer.
Oh, okay. Amen, brother. Oh, I hear you, brother. Okay, you said, now when you were talking, you were sharing your story, you were saying that first thing you said, which is very important, you're telling these up-and-coming artists that they have to invest in themselves. You know what I mean? You're not going to walk out here thinking that everybody's just going to hand you everything on the plate you have to earn it. You have to pay your dues. And being that I'm a venue owner out here in Vegas, you know, this Christian nightclub, I get artists who, you know, they're on the come up. They really don't have a big following. Their name is not really out there yet. We don't know if they have the goods or not. And then they're asking for a huge amount of money to come out and minister in the club. And I'm like, bro, you're paying your dues, man. You need to invest in yourself now before anybody else will invest in you. Now, other artists who have paid their dues, like Bizzle, God Over Money, or somebody like that, yeah, I can understand them asking for that, or somebody like that. And they got to realize that, you know, on this side of the ministry, you're not going to always get paid. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to always get broken off. You know what I mean? But, I mean, of course, we do love to bless. We want to be a blessing to everybody. But I just wanted to address that. There is a period where you have to invest in yourself in order for you to get to that next level. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely, sir.
Amen. I'm glad that you brought that out. And but go ahead.
Okay, I didn't know if you. Okay, yeah. What I would say to that, like I say, man, the only time, and I mean, like I said, I've been in the game. I've been doing this for 9 years. I've been on the smoke. Excuse me, not the smoke. The stage with Smokey, Norfolk, Richard Smallwood, 2103, J Moss. I mean, just to name some, you know what I'm saying? And still, I don't even talk about money for real unless I got to go out of state. And even if I do, I'm just saying, hey, just help me out with the travel and the hotel. Like, I'm good. Like you said, you got to pay your dues. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be like, sometimes travel could be a little expensive. And then when you're in another city, that could be a little bit too, especially like, you know, you guys. But then again, sometimes you got to swallow the bullet. So, hey, if you got to pay your way, you know what I'm saying? Just like it's going to be shows, man. It's shows that I've done to where I had to pay to get on the show. You know what I'm saying? Just you know, like off the strength of what you said, just to get out there, just to take the blessing. So you definitely got to understand that. Definitely in this market as well, you got to remember, man, you know, it's not just like, oh, it's a Christian market, so it's less money. No, it's like it's a Christian market, so we don't look at blessings. We don't look at money the same way. You know what I'm saying? Of course, living prosperous, that will come with your obedience. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? But like as we do as believers, we forget the other part of that text, obedience. It still got to get some sacrifice in there. You know what I'm saying? So you still got to do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying, to get blessed. The prosperity will come. God will always take care of you and bless you, but you got to be obedient. Sometimes you got to stick your neck out. Sometimes you got to jump off, you know, the cliff and just hope. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, it's going to be something soft down there to catch you and break your fall. You got to just trust in God. You got to go into the wilderness 40 days, 40 nights with nothing and come out new, man, just to give a little bit. But, yeah, you got to pay your dues, man. You got to understand who you are, and you got to get to that level. Always stay humble, man. Kendrick said it best. Stay humble.
Amen, amen. And you know what? I got to brag on God a little bit. When I started this ministry, it's been about 6 years. July, it'll be 6 years. We've been doing this club, this club out here, and I want to highlight the biblical principle: seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and everything else will be added unto you. When we first started doing these shows, we did these shows free. We didn't want to charge anybody. We wanted people to come freely, get the gospel and get the word of God. And people were like, well, how are you going to sustain this ministry doing it free? I said, well, you know what? I'm just going to trust God. Well, to make a long story short, bro, we've been able to upgrade our equipment. We've been able to do some remodeling. We have been blessed. People have been pouring into this ministry, bro, and I haven't done, if you look, I haven't done like a fundraiser for new equipment, or, you know, we're not out here doing car washes to raise funds, or I'm not really pushing, hey, we need this, we need these finances, can you pour into our ministry? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, you know, not at all, but I'm just sharing my testimony and bragging on God that we operate under that principle, and everything has been provided, bro. Been provided, man. 6 years straight, bro, and we're still here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely. That's what you do, yeah. Trust in God, man. Everything else will come. Just like you said, that was a perfect example of the verse, bro. Perfect.
Amen. Yeah, I can't be silent, man. When God does something, we gotta let people know.
No doubt.
All right, man. Well, I want to ask you real quick about any new projects you got coming out, and if you have a time frame on when they're going to release, let us know.
All right. Well, hey, I got to say this too, man. Hey, I got to let you know, we're talking about the project. I guess this comes into it. It does coincide. I'm not going off topic again. But with this project, man, just in case you ain't know, I rock with Treble, man. Troublemakers Inc., Malik Moore, DJ Moore, out of Maryland.
Dope, bro. Amen.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, so I know y'all familiar. I know they said they stopped through pretty much every time they came down for the Stellars.
Yeah. Much love.
Yeah, so actually, like I said, with starting my joint, like I said, I signed the basically a connection, a collab, basically like in a sense collab deal. I signed with Troublemakers Inc. Recently. Shout out to all of them. Big ups to Malik Moore and James Dubai, CEO and the Vice President of Troublemakers Inc. So I just signed with them. Glory be to God with that. I'm getting my joint LVE&T on the off and up. Excuse me for the word mess up. But
all good, brother.
Moving to the project though, it's going to be under Troublemakers Inc. and LVE&T. But the project is going to be entitled ZoDa. And the reason why I called it ZoDa is because basically God put it in this perfect form. One day I was literally writing, and I was just writing, basically hip hop. And it was like I was just coming up with some bars, thinking, plotting, praying, going back and forth. And I got this writer's block, and I never get a writer's block ever. And I was like, what's going on? What you trying to say? And he was like, I gave you more than just hip hop. And that's when he changed the spectrum on everything with me, because I also produce, I sing, and I rap, and I arrange vocally. I do more. So he said, I want you to give me back, just like when we prayed in that prayer earlier today when we was, behind the scenes, I need to give back praises for all the blessings that he gave and bestowed on me. So I feel like I'm shorthanding God, and I feel like, because of my relationship status and connection with him, he let me know that, in a sense to where I could understand it and see that, okay, hold on, something not right. What's up? What you trying to say? What you trying to say, Pop? And it was like, man, I gave you more. Give me all of that back. Send all those praises up. He said, if I want to rock the cry out, what you think I want you to do? You know what I'm saying? If I'll use any vessel or use anything, what you think I expect from you? You know what I'm saying? That's how the name changed for real, because I used to go by Van Acre. A lot of my music is under Van Acre. But the change from ZoDa Prince, that had to do with God too stepping in and with the project. So that's why I entitled it ZoDa, because it's me. A mirror image of God, you know what I'm saying? So I'm giving myself on this EP. It's gonna be about 7 to 8 long on the EP. Like I said, with the conditions of my contract, can't really talk about release date yet. But I do know that it will be summer 18, as I've been promoting. And it will be entitled ZoDa EP under Troublemakers Inc. and LVE&T. Summer 18.
All right, dope, brother. Well, let's get back into some music. We have
Absolutely.
Dark Room, the next song I have in the queue.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us real quick about this track, and let's jump in it.
Man, I just feel like so many people can relate to this, man. Everybody been in this place, man, a dark room, just where it's like you shut everybody out, or either know everybody has left you, and it's just you and yourself. And it's like you're talking to God, and you in that place where you're in a real fragile state, and you just need help. You just need that voice, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a conversation I got going on with me and God, and kind of myself crying out, and kind of him speaking back and pouring into me, and myself pouring out, and, just telling the people, just basically just venting. Imagine yourself, this is for everybody. You in that place. You can't talk to nobody, can't call nobody, but you just sitting in this room, and you venting. You letting your spirit bleed, and letting God pour back in. Dark Room.
All right, let's get it.
Certified from the grind. Haters still rebuking how I rhyme. But you don't understand me. Nah, you don't know me. You don't know me. Certified from the street. I don't really like to show it. Really like to show it, like to show up by the trap at 16. 16. 14 on the homie. 14 on the walk. I was backing up 16. I'm already posting my 16 grams of that constant active, but you'll probably end up in a padded wagon. I'm dead serious, wondering why you laugh at my cousin screaming on me. I'm still a youngin' with a snotty nose. I'm trying to floss out like my OGs. When I copped the rollie on the knock, I was still flossing like all these demons chasing me inside my head. Struggling with self-worth that someone else. I need these demons off me. I need these demons off me. Can't keep these demons off me. I need these demons off me. Can't keep these demons off me. Can't keep these demons off me. Try to shake these demons off me. Can't keep these demons off me. I got these demons on me. Try to keep these demons off me. Feel like these demons on me. I got these demons on me. Now first tell me, do you got the time? Cause I got the time. Think I'm playing, I could blow your mind. You think it's a lie. Even with tears in my eyes. Cause you know nobody's lying. You could wear all these stripes. Lions and tigers on mine. You better run for your life. I've been in the jungle, no lie. Lost me a few on my roads, but those are
man, that was right there. Since you sit down and think.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
God be the glory once again.
You're talking about getting these demons up off me. I mean, we all need some of that. You know what I'm saying? That's deep. That's powerful. We find ourselves in a dark room, and but it's that's be good.
And speaking on that, I thought about when I wrote that joint, man, is to where it's like, you know how most things, they always got that happy ending, but it's like, I got a whole mixtape, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't know that I came through and, you know, not saying at all on that, you know, what you're saying, but I'm saying this for a misconception on just the, you know, the people that's listening. I don't want them to, you know, they could be feeling this, you know what I'm saying? So this is nothing at all against what you said, but it brought light to something that I felt was important. I heard the Spirit tug on me and say, speak on that. You know, God has said with writing this joint, man, don't make no happy ending to the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Don't have it to be like, and then I found, you know, no, talk about that part, because guess what? The people that's out there on the block, the person that's out there in that crazy home, that person that's sitting in their car listening, that person that's in their house in that room listening, man, this all they know. They only know about is this dark place. But to be able to relate to them, they're going to say, hey, okay, he's saying something. I gotta go to the next track. I gotta know more. Like, I can connect to this dude. It's just like meeting a person in life that, you know, touches you or moves or makes an impact in a certain way. It's guaranteed you never gonna lose contact with that person. So like I say, man, it's ministry with this, bro. I'm glad that you have brought that up because it needed to be said. It's ministry with this, people. Like, this ain't just making no hot tracks. Like, this is ministry. I'm trying to relate to the people that don't know Christ, the people that are in that place where they don't see nothing. But like I said, it's all God. It's all a part of God's master scheme and plot, though. I'm going to get your interest. I'm going to gain your interest. I'm going to grab your attention. But then you're going to want to know more. It's a human trait. And that's why God supplies the rest, man. So I thank God that you, like I said, I'm glad that God is in this interview, man, because I'm glad that you have brought that up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like everybody want to know, okay, what happened after that? Man, listen to the rest of the mixtape. So for right here, this joint right here is for somebody who don't know. This is for just letting the person know that, oh, all believers and Christians don't go through nothing. Christians and believers never have hard times. They never have these experiences. No, I'm here with you. But at the same time, like you said, man, God is always at the end of the tunnel. But you got to stick with him. And that's where my relationship lies.
Amen. Amen. I know that's right, brother. Okay, well, we're going to go right to our next track. And then after this song, we do have a music video we're going to play. We're going to get into before we close it out. But this song is called Trill. So, so go ahead and set us up for this one.
Right. Trill, this actually is one of the tracks from off of, like I said, the Legendary Visionaries mixtape. All these tracks actually are off of my Legendary Visionaries mixtape that I released last year, 2017. But like I said, Trill, the acronym for that is Train Righteous Inspite Life Lessons. So that's Trill, Train Righteous Inspite Life Lessons. And that's basically what this is, man. Like I said, this also was a joint where I'm talking about this joint's pretty deep too, man. Like I said, that's just why I'm with God, you know what I'm saying? This is just the level he has me reaching the people on. I'm talking about this generation. I'm talking about the millennials. I'm talking about what the young people go through. And like I said, just saying, you know, it's a whole bunch, man. It's like my whole testimony and experience from probably Akron in the 3 years I was there, bunched in, you know, and coming back, regaining my life with Christ, discovering relationship beyond religion in like one song. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. After this, we're gonna come back with our brother, and we're gonna ask him a couple more questions. We're also gonna open up the phone line. So if you want to call in and be a part of the show, that number is 702-879-4082. Once again, 702-879-4082. And before we get out of here, we got one music video we want to play. So keep it live. His Hot Radio, baby.
I'ma still awake praying, I'ma make it home tonight. Make it home tonight, turn the TV on, it's another double homicide. And they wonder why it's so hard to stay alive. Said they wonder why it's so hard to stay alive.
Coming on now, I Novocaine. Hard body, black Maserati. Just in case I don't wake up inside a red Bugatti. Tales from the crypt, read it from the hieroglyphs. It's a power trip, sticking like some poly grip. Ghost ride, homicide on the west side. Still fearing death, even when I'm on the south side. Chillers in the village, no religion when them jets fly. I'm Marcus Garvey with the army and the black tribe. Strapped with the nation full of hatred and the sex drive. I feel like hating, but hold it sacred at any cost. I feel it changes as confirmation of Pentecost. I'm on safari, not disregarding my cattle lost. The streets are crying in ways that I never heard before. I mean, if I'm a certain truth, I gotta cook it raw. It's like if you gon' buy the coupe, the top gonna dissolve. Rising to the top on the wings of an angel. No diamonds in my chain, yeah, I'd rather rock a halo. I'm working hard for the pesos, trying to do the right thing, so I lay low. But never on my back when I know I'm under attack, yeah.
I got a nickel for my thoughts, tears for my Valentine. Mama still awake playing, I'ma make it home tonight. Make it home tonight, turn the TV on, it's another double homicide. And they wonder why it's so hard to stay alive. I said they wonder why it's so hard to stay alive. Tears for my Valentine, tears for my Valentine. Another double homicide, another double homicide. Tears for my Valentine, tears for my Valentine. Another double homicide, another double homicide.
Still trill from the field, real OG. I'm out to get this on division, yeah, I'm gon' eat. And you can hear me through the concrete, clawing through the surface, saw the serpent, but I found peace. Try and make it stick around me, cause I'm floating on the ocean in the Far East. It take a cost to be the boss, so I'll remain me. Young, fresh, clean, still about dreams. And I can speak a couple things about the trap scene. And I can share a nightmare from the codeine. I swear my liver won't, the only thing is try and eat. And it's a cold, cold world when you share secrets. Speaking from my own show, writing secrets. And they get bloody when you robbing leeches. Say they get bloody when you robbing leeches.
Nickel for my thoughts, tears for my Valentine. Mama still awake playing, I'ma make it home tonight. Make it home tonight, turn the TV on, it's another double homicide. And they wonder why it's so hard to stay alive. I said they wonder why it's so hard to stay alive. Tears for my Valentine, tears for my Valentine. Another double homicide, another double homicide. Tears for my Valentine, tears for my Valentine. Another double homicide, another double homicide.
Bro, one thing I like about your music, you're touching on topics that everybody can relate to. You know, double homicide. I just heard today. Man, that a guy that I know, you know, just got arrested, and that's what they're charging him with, double homicide. I don't know what happened and what all was going on in his life. And this brother, he was a Christian. You know what I'm saying? He was a Christian, man, and I just heard today. So just hearing that in the song right then and there, just you know, I felt connected right away. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, bro. Seriously, yeah. It's a sad thing. Like I said, you know, man, it's what we facing, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's like, you know, I put it like this, you know, Childish Gambino, he threw out the This Is America joint. And I mean, this is basically my CHH version. You know what I'm saying? If I could say it like that. Because it's like, man, this is what we going through. This is what we looking at. Like I said, man, you know, I'm strapped with a nation full of hatred and a sex drive. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm trying to change that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do better. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm looking for my cattle because I'm hearing the streets cry that I never heard cry before in ways that I never heard, you know, them cry like this. Homicides, killings, deaths, all these things just happening all at one time, you know, back to back, all together in conjunction, you know, everything from brutality, man. Matter of fact, my wife was just telling me today about a killing that was crazy about a dude, police gunned the dude down on his property, you know what I'm saying, because he didn't want to come out of his garage, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, all kind of stuff is, you know, going on, but it's like, we got to remember, you know, man, we got to seek ye first. We got to stay connected. We got to stay rooted. We got to stay grounded, man. But without a doubt, man, we definitely facing these things, and it's better than, you know, to buck up, tighten up, and to wake up than just act like it ain't happening. God be the glory.
Amen. Amen. That's dope. Yeah, I heard about that story too, man. Sad. My heart goes out to their families, bro. That's why we gotta stay prayed up, because we never know when we're stepping off this earth, man.
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Eternity is just one heartbeat away. You know what I mean? But right now, what I want to do, I want to get your contact information. If you want people to download your music, follow your social media networks, or book you for an event, where do you want them to go?
Absolutely. Well, for booking all of that right now, because I am going through the changes of my emails, with changing everything, like I said, with the name change and everything. So for all booking, you can hit me on Instagram or Facebook in the DM or the inbox. On Instagram at I am ZoDa Prince. That's at IAMZODA PRINCE. I am ZoDa Prince on Instagram. Hit me on my inbox for anything. I mean, like I say, for booking, definitely follow. Check out what's going on in my world. And for Facebook, if you want to reach me on Facebook for booking and the same exact things for social connection, that's just ZoDa Prince. You can just go to the search bar and just type in capital Z O space capital D A space capital PRINCE. Yeah.
All right. Do you have a Twitter?
I don't have a Twitter yet. I hated Twitter so bad, but I mean, DJ has been getting on me, and everybody else has too, about, you know, stepping up the social networks, because I have everything linked to the Van Acre, but I'm on the, like I said, reconstructing with that, so the Twitter is about to be going. I am going to be starting Twitter for sure. I thought about it today, and you just gave light, so I know that's God kicking me in the butt saying, get with it. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and do that. But yeah, those are the major ways to hit me up for booking and things like that, until I get that email address, which I definitely will connect on those sites. And also, we'll just be on social media. If you want to download these songs, you know what I'm saying, for free, you know, like we said, man, it's beyond just eating, man. We out here I'm trying to feed souls. You know what I'm saying? So if you're trying to get these songs for free, you know what I'm saying, stream it or download it, all you got to do is go to my Instagram, once again, my IG, and that's at I am ZoDa Prince. And you just got to click the link that's associated with the in my bio. And it'll take you straight to the site, free download, free streaming, whichever one you want to do, just like that.
Amen, amen, brother. That's cool, that's cool. And that's funny, man. I want to say this to anyone who has a ministry. Even if you have a business, or if you're an artist up and coming, you got to get on social media. I talk to so many people, man. They're saying, oh, man, I shut down my Facebook, I shut down my Twitter and all this. And I'm like, well, how are people going to hear your stuff? How are people going to connect with your stuff? You know, how are you going to get... I know there's other ways, but I mean, if you want to go out and pass out flyers, that's one way to get your ministry out there. But, you know, I would encourage, you know, everyone, at least, I mean, if you don't want your personal page, that's one thing. But if you got to have your professional page on social media so people can hear about you and connect with you. And, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know, you got to have a website as well, and also an app. You know, we're in the days where you need an app now. It used to be all you needed was a website, but you need a website and app. Right. And I do have a reason for saying that. I'm an app developer, so anybody out there, if you want me to develop an app, get at me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I'm get at you.
Shameless plug. Look, shameless plug. Okay, man. That's cool, brother. Man, I really enjoyed you. And I tell you, man, your music is very relevant. It's very relatable. You know, you can connect to it, you can understand it. You know, I can understand being in a dark room. You know, I can understand fighting these demons, getting these demons off your back, these negative thoughts. And people think that Christians are perfect or we're goody two shoes. No, we're not. Especially those of us who are in ministry. we're not perfect. We struggle with things just like everybody else does. You know, your pastor needs your prayer. Your brother's on fire for God. It seems like, oh, they're doing this and that and the other for God, but nobody really knows what goes on in their private life. No one knows the struggles that they have, you know what I mean? So we definitely, we can't take each other for granted. We got to support each other. And if we are in that place, don't hesitate to reach out to somebody to pray for you and support you. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Amen, brother. Amen. That's cool. Well, share with us real quick before we wrap it up. Share with us the people that you had a chance to step on stage with. It seems to me like you've been in events with Bizzle and Aaron Cole and people like that.
Yeah, man. What's going on right now, man? Major news alert. June 29th. Shouts out to Seagoss once again. He putting together this, him and the No Ceilings family, presenting this joint out in Richmond at Second Baptist Church in Richmond, Virginia. June, like I said, June 29th. I believe this is it 6? I believe it's 6 p.m. If not, everything is on social media. I mean, everything. And I believe this is either on Amy page and also it might be tagged onto yours. But June 29th, man, we're going to have, they calling it the biggest CHH show that's hit VA, period. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, from the lineup, I believe it, it's going to be Bizzle, V Rose, Aaron Cole, Young Noah, and Jared Sanders. And then it's going to be other featured artists like myself and, you know, others that's going to be featured on it. And that's going to be just an amazing show, man. Just a blessed opportunity. Like I said, man, that shouts out to God first, and then that shouts out to my day one, you know what I'm saying? God has been there since the beginning. He gave me, like, my first break with when I got, like as soon as I got out of jail and started working on music, you know, he gave me like the first break. He's been there ever since, definitely on this 9-year journey. So big shouts out to my man Corey, my man Goss, and with the connection with this show. And like I said, just throwing that out too, so I know we closing up. Speaking of Jared Sanders, this is an exclusive, His Hop Nation exclusive. Nobody has heard this on any kind of station, anywhere, anything like that, except you guys first. But one of my singles from off of ZoDa that will be releasing this summer 18, I'm only going to have 1 or 2. Right now I only have 1. I ain't going no higher than 2, but 1 or 2 features on that joint. And one of those features that is 100% guaranteed for sure, you can look forward to it, is Jared Sanders. It's going to be a joint that I'm going to be putting out and releasing soon. Me and him work together on it. It's called Overtime, and that's going to be featuring Jared Sanders, and you can believe it. You can believe it, bro. You're going to be one of the first people to get it, and I'm going to expect you to play it for 3 years straight.
Thanks, man. That's an honor, bro. Yeah. That's an honor, too. We'll actually do a promotion behind it. You know what I'm saying? We'll put some flyers out saying that this is going to be an exclusive release with His Hot Radio. Yeah. And we'll invite y'all to come back, man, and we'll give it a listen together, bro, if you're down.
Hey, that sounds amazing to me, man. It sounds amazing.
Yeah, let's do it, man. We're definitely connected now. Praise God, brother.
Absolutely. That's what we're here to do.
And there's one last thing I asked my artists to do towards the end of the show. I want this show to be able, I want us to touch on all topics. I don't want us to shy away from anything. Yeah. If it's controversial or if it's just something that might be current or something the Lord put on your heart. It could be something that you saw on the news. It could be something that you heard at church or you seeing that our country is there's a lie out there our country's believing in, and it could be detrimental. It could be dangerous or whatever. But I want you to give the biblical perspective on it. So I'm gonna give you 2 minutes just to speak freely without me leading you with a question, and just share with us something that's on your heart. Basically, if there was a message you wanted everyone to hear from ZoDa Prince, what would that message be, brother?
Man, stay focused, man. Never give up. And when I say that, stay focused and never give up, like I said earlier, man, you have to remember, invest in yourself, just in case some new listeners. Don't go by what nobody said. Don't go by what you seen. Go by what you said, thus saith the Lord, man. If God said it, man, I done seen so many people, heard so many testimonies where they came from nothing, had nothing, started out with nothing, and now they have no, now everything is groovy. Life is great, man, and that's because they never gave up and they stayed focused, man. And that's one thing I'm learning. I had so much doubt, you know what I'm saying, when I felt that I was on my uppest times years ago in this industry, and it's nowhere near touching what it's doing, the magnitudes, of right now. So I say, man, to everybody, man, stay focused, believe in yourself, put into yourself what you expect to get out of yourself, man. Keep God first, and always remember, it's ministry first. It's not a show. It's not a sing. It's not a viewing. It's not a party. Man, yeah, we're going to have fun. Yeah, we're going to do what we got to do. But, man, it's ministry first. I'm doing this. Whatever you write, it's ministry. You preaching. You preparing a sermon. You don't even realize you're preparing a sermon when you write down music. Because it's versus, even if you're stepping over the pulpit or stepping up to a mic, you handing out ministry if you're saying and proclaiming that you a CHH artist. It's the same seriousness, the same way that God is going to judge the bishop, the apostle behind the pulpit, is the same way he's going to judge you for the attendance of your flock and the people you were supposed to reach and connect in the same regards, man. So like I said, with that, man, stay focused, keep God first, put into yourself what you expect to get back, man.
Amen, amen. Praise God, brother. Yeah. Okay, now, I know I keep saying one more thing, but this is the one more thing I want you to do before we close out. I want you to go ahead and give us a drop for His Hop Radio. Basically, a drop is, this is ZoDa Prince, and His Hop is the movement. Say something like that, but put your swag too.
Oh, without a doubt. Hey, yo, what's good? Yo, this is ZoDa Prince. Do that again?
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. It's all good. This is live, bro. Live radio.
All right. You said what?
Said this is how we do it live, man. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Yo, this is ZoDa Prince, man. Keep it locked with His Hop Nation, man. All day, keep it locked. His Hop Radio app.
No doubt. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, and I saw you posting in our app community. I appreciate that. The more activity we get, the more artists we get to connect with the listeners. It's another platform we could use to our advantage, brother. So I do, invite you to stay as active as you can in that His Hop Radio community. And like I said, we do have a music video that we're gonna show before we end this show tonight. But first of all, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. As a matter of fact, I see one of our sponsors watching us right now. That's TS Streaming. TS Streaming, over 500 channels. If you're tired of paying that high cable bill, my bill was over $200. Now it's down to like $30 a month. And I got more channels, more choices, more selection there. So check out TS Streaming for your listening or viewing pleasure. He's actually my best friend too, so I support him. Also, going down in August, we have been nominated for Best Radio Show of the Year. So please check out the Club His Hop Facebook page and vote. Vote for us, you know what I'm saying? We are a CHH radio station, so we need the CHH community to get behind us. You know what I'm saying? And also, we just started a new segment called Cranked Up. We had our first, we just premiered it last Friday. And basically what it's for is for those artists who, for some reason, they want to commit to putting out a new song every week or something like that. There's been different artists I talk to, and they say, you know what, man, every Monday I'm gonna put out a new song. Well, this is your platform. If you're committed to producing one song every week, I'm gonna give you a whole month. So a whole month, we're gonna expect you to send us a new song no one has heard before, right? And we'll play it every Friday. 3 p.m. is the time. I know we premiered 5 p.m. last Friday, but that's only because I mixed the time up. But it's going to be 3 p.m. every Friday on the His Hop Radio app. We're going to get down with our new segment called Cranked Up, y'all. So if you down with it, let's do it, y'all. And also,
hey, you know what?
Hey, man, so yeah, let everybody know. And also, I just want to go ahead and sign off here. I'm your boy Damascus, D-Roll for short, coming at you from the headquarters club, His Hop, Las Vegas, chilling with the His Hop Nation, y'all. Come check us out. We do have Sunday night Bible studies. We've actually, we're taking a little break. We're going to pick it back up in a couple of weeks here. I'll let you know when our Bible studies are coming back. But right here in the club, 3945 East Patrick Lane is where we're located. We're not far from the Strip, but we outshine every light on the Strip. That's why they call us the light of Las Vegas, y'all. We shine the light of Christ. And also check out our events. We got some crazy stuff coming your way. So go down to our website, hishopnation.com, and get connected. Leave us your email address so that you can get notified every time we got an event coming up, y'all. So with that, I am going to close out like I always do and let y'all know that it's not about us. It's all about the Christ that is in us. And I'm going to let my brother ZoDa Prince, ZoDa. My bad. I'm going to let my brother ZoDa. I'm gonna let you set us up with this music video, then I'm gonna let you shout out anybody you want to shout out, and then I'm gonna let you sign off, brother.
Absolutely, man. Well, like I think the joint you're about to play is actually one of my first biggest singles from my first album, actually, Divine Omnipotent Power Evolve, which is also an acronym, which stands for DOPE, and that was released in 2010 under the same team. Of course, it was Rock the Truth then, but still DJ Moore. And like I said, the joint was called Love Again. One of my first music videos, I think it hit about 6,000. Did very well, so man, I'm proud, blessed. It ministered to me then. Hope it ministers to you all now. Man, shouts out to, first of all, God, my Lord and Savior, my beautiful, wonderful wife, Khadijah J. Akery, my two beautiful girls, Eden and Vanessa, my parents, Bishop Van Akery Sr., co-pastor Rochelle Akery, my brother, of course, Nick Akery. Shout out Liberty, shout out V-Tech, all my family, cousins, uncles, aunts, everywhere, bloodline, everybody. Shouts out to VLCC, man. Shouts out to just everybody who's in my life that means anything, man, and that's I ever met. So yeah, that's what I said.
All right. Well, let's do it, y'all. This is what's the name of the song, brother?
Oh yeah, Love Again. Love Again.
Okay, this is Love Again right here live on His Hop Radio with my brother ZoDa Prince. God bless y'all, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, look, I gotta be going psycho, cause I'm sick and tired of love. A constant beginning cycle that never gets no better, no matter what the storm or the temperature of the weather. Don't that song say when the sun comes out it will get better? Nah, I'm still alone like before. You never been here before. Don't tell me how you understand. You live on top of the sand. I feel like I lie beneath where the fallen angels creep. Will I ever love again? I don't think I comprehend.
Before
tired of being sensitive to people who don't give 2 cents if I ever breathe again. Fakers and backstabbers who only pray on the Sabbath. Tragic, but it's the truth. I'm feeling like what's the use? I'm crying inside this booth cause everything I'm saying is true. So tell me what do I do when I run out of things to do, when I'm scared to believe the truth. I don't know who I can call on, need a shoulder to fall on. Hate to be down for so long, but that's all I know. Clear that smoke, lose everything, then go for broke. Never let a person see you down, even if you're happy, never smile. After everything, still give you all. But tell me, what am I supposed to do when nothing's left? And after every obstacle, it's just another test. I'm getting tired and my soul could really use the rest. So Lord, I need for you to take the wheel and guide my steps, and use me till you use me up until there's nothing left. No stress.